Hello guys, hello. How's it going? My faction isn't active. Anyone need an active member? At least 3 times a day. Username disabled 82. There we go. Advertising, free advertising. How's it going, guys? It's very early for me. It's 4 AM. I'm cold. So we did get a win for Misfits. If you did tune into my other streams, we know that Misfits didn't get a victory before. Not sure what's going on. Hopefully everything's okay with the stream, guys. Just getting some feedback from YouTube saying, not complaining. Hopefully it's nice and smooth anyway. Using the same settings I've always used. Let me refresh. I'll fix it. Not really. Okay. Seems to be back in the green. I'm not sure what's going on. It went orange. That's never a good sign. That's never a good sign. Okay, we've got a lot of people in the chat, so I'm going to just read out your names and say hello. We did have quite a few of you guys talking before my stream even started. I think that's a 30-minute warning. We had Saladita Paz. I want to say Paz? Or Perez or Paz. It could be Paz. And we had Kat Gonzalez, Sebastian Ortega, and Williams Lewis all here nice and early. And then when my stream actually started, we had Saber82 Games, Bust 2007, Mario Chase, Sinestro Channel, The 80 Troller, Angelico Sanchez Ramirez, Mr. Nub Jub 83. I love your name, Mr. Nub Jub. Nicholas Hamilton as well. Roxanne Paul, and we also had Saladita Paz. I'm going to say Paz. Was here on time. Noah Wirtz. Who else? Williams Lewis again. Tommy Lil. What's up, Tommy Lil? Invisinert. Joshua Lamas. How you guys doing? How's your war, guys? How's your war? Hope your war was good, guys. I'm in 10th for Champions War. Nice. We'll scroll up. We're going to scroll up very soon. We're going to see all the people. What's up, man? What position did you get in your CRW? Well, it's ongoing. I think we're getting 12th or 10th. We're very inactive on one of my regions. Okay, I'll scroll up a little bit slower. So we did get Misfits getting a victory, which is awesome. If you did see them at other streams, they didn't get any. So yeah. It's nice that they've got a victory. I'm not sure who they beat. Could have been anyone, but I'm not sure. We did also have Hard Elite drop into 33rd because they were 32nd. Z Legion overtook them. Frontline Assembly, the Revolution. Let's see what the top 10 is going to be like, because there was a battle at top 10. We had Diaz Brothers, PCOCUPS, PCCP, Don't Cry, Be Crazy, Phoenix, Viking, Get Good Inc., Wrath, Public Enemy, Immortal Elites, Dark Nordics, Amiga, State of Business. It's pretty tight between those two. I think there is a top 20 finish, but it looks safer for a lot of these factions. Biohazard, This Is Sparta, Apocalypse, Days After Rodeo, Dead Reckoning, Walkers, Victory. Ooh, so there is a top 10 battle between Outcasts and Victory, and that I think there's a prize difference there. Let's have a little check. Yeah, there is a prize difference. It's 2 pools, the difference between 1 and 2 pools, and obviously I think slightly more Liliths. Let's have a look. I think it's actually exactly the same. So it's just literally the difference between 1 and 2 pools is the top 10 finish. So maybe there's a battle going on there between Victory and Outcast. We'll see. French Survivors. We're getting into the 150 plus wars here. Surprise, motherfuckers. Oh, we've got Outcast. That's your faction, right? That's your faction, Outcasts. Well, good luck securing that top 10. We Teach Fear. We Are One. Troppers Ton Theon. Phalanx. Oh, look at that battle. That's for 3rd. FKR and Phalanx, that 3rd place battle. Massive difference in wars though, but only less than 100k difference, like 10k difference. Endgame in 2nd, and quite clearly the faction that's probably going to come first is going to be Abusement Park. They did lose a war though. I'm not sure who against, so they haven't got that undefeated record. But 213-1 is pretty impressive still. Still very impressive. Did the stream just start? It did indeed. It started 8 minutes ago. 8 minutes ago. Like cutting in and out. It might. The stream was a little bit dodgy at the beginning, so it could be a bit better now. Looks and sounds great. Thanks, appreciate it. Still having nightmares of a mini. Yeah, if you want to discuss to Walking Dead stuff, like the TV games, whatever, the season I just finished in the TV, the game, on my Discord there's sections for that. Mofos threw him a bone. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, these guys down here. Or is he one of these guys up here? Love the shout out for your viewers. Glad someone on this platform give. Thanks for the viewers. Well, I try. It's very hard. Sometimes I got a lot of viewers. You know, when my Thursday streams, sometimes I have like up to 80 to 100 viewers sometimes, and it can be really hard to keep up with chat and stuff, so I do my best. So hyped for the level up rework. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that's going to work. I'm interested to see how it's going to work. The level up rewards need to be changed. They are being changed. The next level up tomorrow. New structures coming in. And by the looks of things, they're getting rid of the museum collections for placement, which is a good thing in my opinion. They lost to Endgame. Oh, okay. So there was probably some insane war. I guess it got to the point where like we don't really need to win this war, so there's no point coining and stuff. We've won, sort of deal. Although I'm sure they tried. You want to go undefeated if you can. I wonder if they lost to the Mystics at the bottom. Did they give the only loss to the faction with the only one win? That'd actually be pretty good, actually. I don't know. Look, you don't want any rewards from the war. I've got rewards. I've got rewards from war. You don't have to be in the region when it finishes. I got 100k on one region. I'm enjoying my new attack team. I ran out of cans though. I was on no war cannons and I wasn't, you know, I was sitting there only being able to do 4 attacks in a war. It was pretty horrible. I got a moth in my room. You want me to show Dark Nordics and Z Legion? Okay. Dark Nordics and Z Legion. I think Dark Nordics were playing for top 20. There we go, 20th place. I'm not sure about the Z Legion. Where are they? They're way down. The Dark Nordics are going to be in that top 20. They look solid for top 20 now. I mean, it's interesting. The two main battles I think are going to be the top 10. These two, Victory and Outcasts, and top 3, FKR and Phalanx. This is going to be a really big battle. Those two. I think everything else is fairly secured. What's the other prize structure? Is it top 6? No, it's top 10 still. Top 10, top 20, top 30. Okay, that makes sense. Could I ask to see the scores of walkers? Sure thing. Well, they're like 10th or something, right? There we go, 12th. I'll just scroll down. Some of them use fake nicks, but you can see their scores here. Lots of big scores in this. Like much better even spread on this faction, to be honest, than some other factions. Like, there are some factions where some people have only got like 1k, but they're the top factions. I'll check the very top faction. Okay. In the end, a lot of big score lines came out. Do have a 1k. I think we had some 0 scores as well, strangely enough. Really weird that you wouldn't just score any points. Some big score lines. Here are some placements ideas for level up. I think they've already revamped it. It's not published yet. It's going to be coming out tomorrow. Wait, we see FKR. Hopefully, we can hang on to 3rd. Yeah, I think that's going to be quite a battle. I hope it comes down to a matchup between the two. Look at that. Just ticked into a 10k battle. That's gonna be mad. When is Tough Lily going to become ascendable? I hope she actually does, but there's no announcement or anything. There's no like leaks or anything like that, so potentially a long time. They were both at 300k when it finished, I'm pretty sure. Thanos come in and snaps half the crappy characters in Wales. Yeah. Hello from Biohazard. Hello, Aaron. Or Aaron. Some people do it differently. Pronunciations. Where are Biohazard? We didn't see them. There we go. 17th. What's your name in here? Are you using the same name? I like that. Biohazard. Like that. Been pretty lucky with getting refills during war, so I got up to 203k points in my faction. Nice. On one of my regions, I don't know why, I've always been able to get refills. I've got over 100, and the other one I've got none, like 1, which is just crazy. My region is Chambers, and my other region is Upson. Show the highest score from AP or N games. Okay. Okay, I'll show. I already showed them, but I'll scroll through it. They all are using fake nicks here. Oh, I think they're starting to change their name. They're starting to change their name to their proper names now. Or maybe just other names. Maybe not necessarily the proper ones. So we've got a couple of 1 million scores. War Machine, for instance. 1.45. I think they're going for Avengers names. Yeah, Iron Groot, Gamora, the Wasp, so on. So Marvel names. And then you've got someone who's gone full DC. So some big score lines. There's another one with over 1 million, I think. There we go. Vision again. End game. Some big score lines in here as well. I think we've got some million plus, I'm sure. I think there was at least one with 1 million in here. Right down the bottom, I'm gonna guess. Nope, I thought there was 1 million score here. It's just some really big scorers in abusement. Oh, look at that! We just saw a jump. This is it, guys. This is 100% the battle. This is where the scorers are. Like, I think there's like a bunch in here who just got massive scores. Could be wrong. Okay, there's a 1 million. There's another 1.5. Got a few 800Ks in here as well. Let's have a little look at FKR. Any big scorers? $1 million for Linny. 1.5 again. Yeah, Phoenix. Oh no, wait, I thought I looked at FKR. It's because they're jumping past each other constantly. I clicked on the wrong one. Crazy. Okay, 1.3 there. FKR. Any more big ones? Just over 1. So yeah, some big scorers for sure. Some big scorers. Who is my favourite looking character? That's a question. I don't know, really. I don't know. There are some pretty... I guess the Whisperers are pretty cool looking. Although some of the, like, even some of the 2 stars fully upgraded look sick. I wonder how many war cannons they will use. Probably a lot, let's be honest. How's it going, Bloodline, man? Good morning. Good morning. I shouldn't be out this early, man. I think I'm going to go straight back to bed the second that this stream is over. What are the rewards? So 40th to 31st gets a pull. It gets a slightly more points than you would if you came first in CRW, basically. And it scales up. If you come top 10, you get 2 pulls. And then if you come first to third, you get a guaranteed character. And then you get 1 pull from the bag as well. And this is the 6-star. It's a disarming character. I did do like a first look video on this character. She's okay. She's better than Bruce, I think. She's Generation 2. It is a unique character for the time being. I think she's going to be put as a promo eventually, though. I think it was said that she was going to be put as a promo eventually. Oh, there's a bit of a gap opening up between these two, FKR and Phalanx. 40k. 15th anniversary Rick equals yes. What time is it for you? It is 20 past 4 in the morning. 20 past 4 AM. Who are you wanting to get from the war token? Well, Look at it. And look at the wheel. But I'm pretty sure it's Diego for me, at least. This guy. Like in terms of someone that would really do things on my roster, this guy 100%. Mainly because of the leader skill. He gives strong characters AP on attack and 40% attack. I don't have any characters that can do that. There aren't any characters in free-to-play that can do that, so I don't have any access to anyone. The only promo, that's why Alice is really good. I think he's not as good as Alice in terms of what he can give to a team, but he's still very, very, very good. Him and, like, the combination of him and Sean and Alpha would be pretty fun. Other than that, maybe Holly. Holly's pretty overpowered. In the right setup, she's really nice. Attack or defense team, she could work pretty good. What else we got? Magna would be cool, but at the same time, there are shields coming out within from legacy characters now, so it's all good. I wouldn't mind Glenn. Cool, not as mega game changing, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. If I don't get any duplicates, I'll be happy enough, you know. Non-duplicates, I'll be fairly happy. Everyone tap that like button for him getting up at 4 AM to let everyone know about. I'm not sure. I mean, I nearly was like, oh God, I don't know, because I set my alarm. I was just lying there, you know. I was like, I don't know about this. I'm not sure. Oh God. I'll take anyone but Ajax, Dante, or Donnie. Don't want a double. Yeah, pretty much. I'd be happy with anyone but a double. I think the doubles on there for me are Donnie and Dante. I think actually that Rick, on one of my regions, I've got the Lacerator Rick. I wouldn't like Cal, just because I can get him from the league store, season store. I'm happy that 6-star Axel is leaked. Yeah, he looks pretty sick as well. The weapon he's got is pretty, like, insane. Who beat Abusement? I was told it was end game, but you know, no 100% confirmation there. But I was told it was end game. Watching WrestleMania 35, and now I see that you're alive, so I watched both. There we go. There we go. I mean, we're gonna watch this to the end. Another 1 hour 35 minutes. The big battle seems to be here for 3rd and 4th. This is the big battle. I think 1st is secured for Abusement Park. And I think 2nd is secured for endgame. I don't think either of them, even if they stopped at this point, I don't think they could really get caught. See how many wars they can get to. I reckon they're going to get to 220 total at least. I think they're going to get another 5 in. Not too much of a problem. I'll scroll down again so you guys can see the placements. But 3rd and 4th seems to be the main battle. I think there was a slight battle for top 10. Outcast and Victory. I think Outcast have got this though, but over 100k. But you never know. You never know. You could go on some good run of matching. You can be matching quick as well, you know. Some of these factions might have just said, you know, enough is enough, we're going to go bed. So the matching could be quite hard at this point. Top 20 seems to be secured as well. Dark Nordics in 20th place. I think the last one is 30th place, so we'll see what the 30th place battle is like. And okay, it looks secured as well. But top 20 gets, is it top 20 or is it top 10? Just double check that. Top 10 gets 2 pulls, so that is worth fighting for. Whether Victory are going to go for it though. Scrolling back up. It'll be hard. Over 100k. Going back up. Endgame beat them, I think. Yeah. Got my screen recorder ready for my Warpool. Nice, nice. Make sure you do record, guys. If you are gonna get a Warpool, make sure you record. Any big wheel, basically. If you get war pools or if there's a rare wheel that comes up, make sure you record it, because there is another channel. I've created another channel. It's the Road to Survival Community Pools channel. And basically, any wheel that pops up like that, I'll create a form on Google Docs and you can just submit your poll. And then the idea is just to put a compilation of the polls together so people can view them in like one big video and put them on that channel. We've done one so far, and it was the War Tokens wheel last time round. And that was fun. It was just fun. It was a couple of minutes long, like 3 or 4 minutes long. It had like, I think it was like 15 or 20 pulls on it. I'm not really sure. Misfits won 129. Yeah, but can you imagine how many cans they farmed in that? They probably aren't canning. They're just using natural energy. They're going to have so many cans. I'm kind of jealous. One of my regions is hurting for cans. Hurting real bad. I'm gonna scroll down here just to see this. I'm gonna mainly keep an eye on this little battle here. What about you guys? I told you which ones I like. Diego, Ollie. I mean, I wouldn't mind Denise because it was not a dupe and she's really new, but I don't think she'd be like mega useful. Like Tyrese wouldn't be too bad, I guess. You know, there are some pretty decent characters on there. Like I said, non-dupes. What about you guys? What ones are you hoping to get if you get a pull? Whether if you get a pull after this war or the next war. Is there any particular character you're like, yeah, that's the one I want? It's 10:27, so you are 6 hours ahead of me. Or you're 6 hours behind me. Is it PM or AM? Saber82, is it PM or AM? What's up, Moon? Diego 100%, yeah. Pretty much. I was saying, basically he gives me a leader skill which I just don't have access to, which is the strong characters getting that boost. Green Wreck just literally for looks. Or literally just for looks. Magnet or Tyrese or Diego. Yeah, Green Wreck is pretty cool looking. Any of them not picky. Yeah, I'm not too overly picky. I'm always like, as long as it's not a duplicate, I should be fairly happy. All are new, even better. The wheel is actually pretty decent. There is only like, I'd say 1 or 2 like duff characters in there. Like Brian is the one where it's just like, I mean, if he wasn't in there, it would be okay. Like everyone would be okay. There would be some dupes for some people, but they're all like premium or former premium characters. But Brian is, yeah. Denise looks cool, but she's terrible. Yeah, she's not great. I think that's why she's been put into this wheel so early, because I don't think she's like super spectacular, you know. I think this current character that's up right now as well, what's his name? Bruce Alan Cooper. I think he's got a good chance of being free to play very soon. Saber82, as long as it has a healing rush, nice. Red, Sandy, Mon, Rosie, Green, Bruce, Alpha from the main wheel. Is that from the promo wheel? Turn 8 for a revive, no thanks. Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at her, ignore her acting, and just look at her rush. Is she good enough just with her rush? All teammates recover from heal reduction. Up to 4 teammates regain up to 25% of their max HP for 4 turns and get 60% defense, which decreases by 15% each turn for 4 turns. You just look at it like that and then look at a specialist. She's not too terrible. And then if you just see her active as more like a bonus if she lasts that long. But she's not going to last that long. Like, I've come up against her twice in war and I've one-shot her with Michelle. You've got to tank her out. They obviously didn't tank her out very well. What's her weapon again? AP down when being attacked. So not spectacular, but not terrible. Yeah, definitely Diego. No, I want to click him. Definitely this guy. The debuff could stack up some really nice AoE attacks with his rush. The leader skill. Take some really nice easy teams in. Just thinking about the potential like alpha, double alphas or alpha Sean. Could be pretty nice. I think Holly is underrated. She can be a pain. Yeah, 100%. Holly's like one of the most powerful characters within Generation 1. That elusive. Really, really, really awesome. Yeah, I know, Moon, I know. I guess you just see it as a bonus sort of deal, you know. What's up, piece of cake? Welcome, welcome. Neutralizes the only good thing on her. Her rush isn't that bad. She is actually a pretty good medic. It's just that active. If that was a revive 1, 4 turns, like exactly the same as Mackenzie and Violet, she'd actually be reasonably okay. But I don't know why. They were just trying for something extra. I have Diego and he is nice. I wish I had Alpha. Oh, you've got Diego, no Alpha. Do you have Sean? Have you tried Diego and Sean together? That could be pretty intense. That 60% defense debuff and then Sean following it up. I can imagine being actually mental. Nicholas Hamilton, good night. Good night, good night. Sleep well. You love Holly, yeah, I know, man. I know. I'm guessing she's a lot of fun because she can be used on attack. She's annoying on defense. When she does go off, it's just annoying as hell. Fast Tyrese looks pretty good for an all-fast team. Yeah, behind Donnie leader as well, can work pretty well. I guess off the war wheel, I want Holly most. I have Diego, else it would be him, but Holly would make a huge difference in my defense. Yeah. I've seen some teams have Holly where she gets commanded turn 2 or commanded. I think she can be commanded turn 1 with the AP teams. If she gets commanded, force attack her. Just frustration. It's 5:30 AM. I know, man. It's 4:30 AM for me. Like I'm in a mixed boat right now. I'm trying to wake up, but at the same time I don't want to wake up too much because I want to go back to bed. Magna, okay. There are going to be some characters on the wheel that are like some people's favorites, like that Rick, for instance. Some people just love the Rick. $12:35 AM. Some of these defenses here in WOC are hideous. I've come up against several double Zachary teams and even faced a handful of triple Zacharys. Yeah, I can imagine that's absolutely nasty. There's not much you can do in those situations. Like, how would you counter that? I guess you'd have to have like maybe 1 or 2 Coles just to control the team, you know, effectively for 2 turns in a row, and hopefully just like your other characters get their rushes off and destroy them. I guess that would be one of the only ways to do it, like on a consistent basis. Or you could have potentially like an AoE impair. Maybe like a Diego, to be honest. He's a 2-turn impair, but he has to go off. That's the only thing, he has to actually rush. Yeah, I mean, Zachary isn't even adjacent, is he? He's just 5 characters, so like, you can't do it. You can't hide behind shields and hope for adjacent attacks. Guardian 2 shields don't work. At least they don't work at the moment, whether that's a bug or not. They don't block maim, and I've noticed maim damage just goes through Guardian shields. It's 11:36 here. Going to sleep too. Good night, everyone. Good night, Williams Lewis. Thanks for tuning in, man. If you don't have a way to impair them, come on, Diego, turn 2. It's over. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Can't really think of another way to do it. Because there's no way of pre-blocking damage from me. You can cleanse it, but you know, if 2 go off or 3 go off, your characters on attack teams generally don't have that much HP. So you're gonna have to cleanse afterwards. And yeah, I mean, I guess you could run revives and have really high HP on them. Defense doesn't make much difference against memes, so you could run high HP, no defense characters, but there aren't too many of those that are like a viable. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, Diego seems to be the one. Little AoE 2-turn impairs. Or like Cole, full team taunts. I'm pretty sure he could be commanded turn 1 as well. I think if there's 1 on a defense team, he could potentially be commanded turn 1. And the thing about Zachary as well is he can just be ultra defensive. Defensive mods, HP mods, defensive and HP weapon. Doesn't have to worry about anything offensive. That maim is just already powerful. Yo, what's up, GBZs? How's it going, GB? How's your war been, man? Only 1 loss, I know, man. I'm so sad we're in 9th and I have 250k. That's not bad. Oh no, it's 8th. It's top 8 get pulls. That's a shame. I'm going to scroll down slowly again. The FKR Phalanx battle for 3rd place is ongoing. Bouncing up and down 4th to 5th. Nice. You're gonna have a pull at the end of this, man. Look forward to that. Save your coins, might have to buy the crates. I wouldn't buy the crates though. I'd wait for the next war. You'll get a pull for the next war for sure. And then the next war will have all these factions coming back into CRW. That's going to be the main issue. So the placement you're in right now is probably inflated, unless your faction's like fairly inactive. Like mine's not mega active this war. Is Walking Dead doing better in Chambers than you thought we'd be? I don't know. I didn't really have any expectations, man. From the sounds of it, you shed the majority of the people who were in Upson anyway. What's up, K1 Williams? Welcome, welcome. Before next war, I'm probably switching to a better faction, so I might place 5th to 4th next time. There we go. Nice. Good luck on getting that new faction, man. Oh, look at that battle. That's the one. I did ask before in the last stream, but I think majority of people said FKR. But which one of these two do you think is going to be getting that top spot, or the third slot, should I say, on the podium? At the moment it's FKR, but not by much, 10k. Let's see, who will come third? I'm doing a card right now. Come third. We'll get rid of AP. End game. All about TTT. Could they potentially sneak in? No, 4 million behind. TTT were third on the first day. After the first day, they trailed off a little bit. So there is a new card if you want to vote on that. Let me have a little check. FKR, 2 votes. This has been my best whatever, thanks to Michelle. Yep, Michelle has been a massive boost for me as well, in terms of just getting points. End game is from my region, Notorious with a different name. Do some raids. It wouldn't be too fun if I did some raids. Multiple reasons. A, well, I'll show you. A, this account's level 11. But B, I'm getting matched up against like fully fledged teams. Okay, that's not so fully fledged. Oh, guys, this is crazy. Look at this. Oh, get wrecked. I love the sound of some of these weapons because I never hear these sort of weapons. The pipe just sounds so just mental. But yeah, look at this. This is what I'm getting matched up against a lot of the time. Just fully fledged, like Eric defense teams, and then some like just random bad teams. It's the same bad team over and over again. Yeah. I thought I'd show you this as well. This is pretty funny. Look at my solo league. Look at what I'm called. The faction, the region I'm in is War of Champions. Imagine being one of these other people and just seeing someone here in the War of Champions in bronze. I guess that theoretically could happen, but not likely to be in such a low solo league. Potentially the faction league. There could be factions in the faction league that are in really low leagues. Like, well, there is now. cow witches. The stick sounds funny also, yeah. I mean, yeah. They should bring out some like good 4-star variants of those weapons. I mean, I don't have the volume on majority of the time. I have the volume on only when I'm streaming. So sometimes I hear things that I just never hear otherwise. Certain characters, where they rush. I love the clank sound. Yeah. The main reason I wore is for the gear. It's that bad. There is some changes to level up coming, so hopefully gear will be a bit more abundant. We'll see. I hope they decide to stay away, not too willing to work with others as far as territories go. Yeah, I mean, territories is always a difficult one. You can try and set up ways of doing things. It only takes 1 or 2 factions to be not interested in how to do it that way, and yeah. Eric firing his gun on his rush still makes me scratch my head. Yeah, who else does that? I think that Abraham in Survival Roads, when he does an attack, it does 2 or 3 attacks, and when he rushes it does 2 or 3 like noises as if he's attacking. It's really strange. They removed the GPS from the 100k milestone. That made my gear situation worse. Did they? Are you sure? I got the GPS for 100k. It's different in this region. No, it's not. There's still GPS at 100k. Oh my god, there's 2 gold mods for 10k. They get less gold mods overall if they hit 200k, but still. Red Rosita. Red Rosita's different though. I can understand her. She's like shooting her guns in the air. I'm okay with that one. I'm okay with that one. Is the new level up revamp permanent? They got rid of the 500k milestone and the 2 million milestone. Going to be harder to get the roughly the same as the old version. It'll be permanent until it gets changed again. They might be testing it, but like the one that was in it recently, that only just finished the last level up basically, that was a revamp from the beginning of the year, and I don't think it went down too well. It probably had quite low participation because unless you were consistently finishing in those top 20, you know, top 10 to 20 people, what was the point? You didn't have to drop too much outside of events to hit event milestones. So, yeah. It used to be a crate with both. Okay, I see. I think we get... Don't we get both? For participation? What's the participation? That doesn't say. There's going to be different rewards here, so it's hard to know. I was with AP back in Crenshaw, had some great wars with them before they got OP. Yeah, once the region transfer thing unlocked, I'm sure they just went around taking all the top people. That's how it goes sometimes. I hope they haven't made it harder to hit level up milestones. Well, the event lasts longer. I think something that a lot of people complained about was there was too many level ups one after another, whereas now they're just making level up longer. I think they're making it like 4 or 5 days long now, rather than it being 2 days. The rewards seem insane though. It could be a week long level up, to be honest. We don't know really. Obviously leaks don't give us too much info, because the main rewards are insane. I think first place gets like 40 gold mods. I'm not 100% certain. And it looks like the museum collection could be attained via milestones now. I didn't really calculate it based on the leaks, but we'll calculate it once it's fully released. Leaks can change all the time, so I don't take them too like 100% seriously, but it's a good guide. I can't really complain. I got Eric, Jeremiah, Anna, Viola, all from the last structure. Yeah, I mean you had to place. You know, the majority of people didn't get anything from the last structure. And I don't mean like they didn't get anything good. I mean they just got nothing. The last structure was like all or nothing on that. $10 million top milestone. It looks like that's going to be the top milestone, yeah. But it's level up lasts for longer now. So it's like 5 level ups wrapped into one. The milestones also got 1 million gaps, so you can sort of easily grade how worth it is. And that means each million you get a lot more rewards because it scales up as well. So like there was the museum collection. And for the last one, going from 9 to 10 million, you got 1,000 of the collection item. Whether it's museum, I assume it's museum collection. You got 1,000 of the collection item. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, well, ops and slacks. Oh, to be fair though, I got exactly the same score in Upson and Chambers, and I came second in both of them. Are they changing it before the end of the headlights? The headlights event's ended. Headlights event has ended. Thank goodness I got Pip while still going. Pip? Gaps opening up now, 60k between FKR and Phalanx, 70k. That might be too much. That might be too much to close down. They could be warring against each other. Picture in picture. Ah, okay, yeah. That YouTube feature, that's pretty cool. Watchdog while I war, yeah. I've seen people do screenshots of my stream or of their teams when my stream's overlaid on their teams. It's really strange. It's so like, what's going on? How do you have that? Is that from YouTube Red? Is it called YouTube Red? I'm just glad nobody forced my score up. The last level up I won. Got away with only putting up 6 mil instead of having to go all out. 6 mil is still quite a lot. The last level up, someone won with 4.2. I think level up is 3 days, 14 hours, so not that much longer. You get 26 hours more to get 8 mil more. The timing on the leaks is always wrong, so don't pay too much attention to that. So that means if it's 3 days, 14 hours, so that means there's probably like 2 a week. Yeah. Play and watch at the same time. If you have YouTube Red, yes, you can. I'm pretty sure it's YouTube Red. Basically, like, the game goes minimized in the top right hand corner and overlays on top of your game. Not YouTube Red, Google Phone allows me to. Oh, okay, Google Phone allows you to. That's cool. But it is a YouTube Red feature as well, 100%. But Google Phone, it's inbuilt. That's cool. So if you hit 10 million, you get roughly 4,100 cupcakes. So to get the 15k museum rewards, you would need to hit 10 million for 4 level up events. I'm not sure this is a good system. Unless revamp rewards. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, I like I said, I always take leaks with a little bit of a pinch of salt, you know. Your Galaxy S7 has it also. Yeah, I think some of the more modern phones will have it. It's kind of strange that the Google phone has it though, because it's a feature for Google for YouTube Red. So you would have thought they wouldn't have like had that enabled. Maybe it's because competition did. $40k on the gap now between those two. We're getting into the last hour. Was it 20 minutes for the last war? I can't remember. But it's nice to know they can change the amount of milestones they have, because then people can come up with good ideas for the milestones and stuff. A coin counter, like how many times each faction has coined during war. That would be actually pretty interesting. They don't want to, obviously they don't want to embarrass people to spend money, in terms of like they're not against spending money. Although they nearly did that with Prestige. There were a lot of people who I think were annoyed with Prestige being added because it was like a public representation of how much you spent in the game. I remember there was a guy in my region who made out that he never spent any money in the game, and then when Prestige came out he was P13. It was like because he had loads of good characters. Yeah, I kind of like this war weekend. It's nice the fact that obviously all these big factions were off battling each other, and it gave everyone else a little bit of freedom. It looks like there's going to be some structural change to raids as well. There's nothing revealed about the raid system yet. We'll know get some leaks in a couple of days, I guess. There's a 3.5 day raid tournament coming up. Interesting. Pride, envy can do a lot to person. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The ego and all that. We just took second in hours. Nice. Usually 4th or 5th. What are the rewards for WOC? 1 second. So 40th or 31st to 40th. Get more rewards than first place in CRW that's going on for most of us. And then there's the rest of the rewards. Trying to catch up to 8th is hard when you haven't matched that faction during the entire war. Rage is 4 days too, isn't it? Yeah, it does look like that way. I wonder what the milestones are like for raid. If it's that long. Then normally the 24-hour raid tournaments are like 2.4k milestone. I don't like that it's I mean, it's hard to know actually. I might care less about the tournaments if they're gonna last that long and just go naturally and not trying too hard. In a way it could be like a boon, because looking at the calendar, I'm looking at the website, tournament calendar. Like all this week is basically 2 tournaments, and if I could just say to myself, actually I don't want to play those tournaments and just really be relaxed, which is cool. The only one that I would be interested in is Walk Hordes, to be honest. Does FK have 3rd lockdown? Question marks. I don't know. I don't know. They are like, they were 40k ahead, but they're now only 30k ahead. I know they weren't 70k ahead at one point, sorry, but now they're only 30k ahead. Raid 20s are the biggest source of league points for me. I missed the top milestone last time. Now I'm getting demoted to Platinum 2. Yeah, I think I might get demoted. So yeah, Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix. They do change their names. I'm gonna scroll down though. I think there is one called Phoenix. I think there's one called Dark Phoenix. There's Phoenix there. We have Walker Hordes, yeah. Again. I enjoyed Walker Hordes, to be honest. It was nice, it was fresh. The prizes weren't that great, but participation was enjoyable. I liked the victory rewards. Getting elite character tokens, hopefully they keep that up. Even though it doesn't mean much, it's just like, it's nice. My cards were terrible till the last 12 hours. Yeah, you've got to learn basically how to work with the worst cards possible. And if you can do that, then you can basically build on that. It's very hard against certain teams to do stuff with terrible cards. But some of the really like ultra rares and rare cards, like the easier ones to come by, are actually really big game changers. It isn't just on the legendary cards, even though they do make a big difference. I find the Feral Walkers, I had Feral Walkers and Crawlers last time. The combo of those two is insane. I enjoyed it too, brought a bit of strategy back, team building. Yeah, I mean, it was nice. I liked it. And this time around, the starter pack's going to be different. Like last time, at least I got a Feral Walker, and then everyone in my division got Feral Walkers. So potentially it could change again this time. Will be interesting to see what people get. Got 2 ferals in one pack with 8 hours left. Oh mate, that's grim. I think I got lucky. I got quite a lot of good duplicates late on, so I was getting the Walker tokens. You know, you can buy cards with those Walker tokens in the shop. So like early on in the event, you could potentially buy like a legendary card, like a Whisperer or something. School in 2 hours, time to sleep. Good night, piece of cake. Try and get some good rest, man. Try and get some good rest. Down to 20k between these two. Really hard to call it. I'd say FKR probably deserve it a little bit more because they've warred a lot more. 121 wars versus 185. Sorry, 221 versus 185. I got 2 Whisperers with 1.45 hours left. In one of my regions, I really didn't have very much luck. And the biggest problem is with early game card luck is the free energy, like sort of like natural energy early on. You get a lot more flawless victories. Score of Z Legion. I'm going to scroll down. You can check it. My region is limestone. Yeah, but I figured it was better to save until I was sure I knew what I was doing. Oh no, 100%. 100%. The Jeep pops out to greet the peeps. Howdy lockdown. What's up? What's up, little Jeep? Thank you very much for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Z Legion are way down. They have warred quite a lot of times though. Like, even though they are in 32nd place, they've warred, what, 163 times. I mean, even last place. Misfits have got 2 wins. They got a 2nd win. That's awesome. That's great. They were like 0 for 100 and something at one point. That looked horrible. Yeah, it looks like Outcasts have taken 10th place. And the gap's opened up. That was 100k or less before. Now it's over 200k, or just nearing 200k. So Outcasts look good for top 10. And to be fair, I mean, it isn't that big a war difference, 5. So nothing too major. So Abusement Park has definitely won it. I can't see them getting taken over. Even they could all go to bed now. 45 minutes left. There's only like 30 minutes of war time in terms of being able to queue. That last war you could potentially pick up 200, 300k to be fair, if you had that proper long coining war, but unlikely people would do that just for the sake of it. FKR against Phalanx, that's the one. That's the battle. So I've got a couple of sort of new faces in stream, guys. If you're new to my YouTube channel, do think about hitting that subscribe button. I do make Road to Survival videos on a regular basis. I do live stream once a week every Thursday, but every other Tuesday as well. This Tuesday we're doing a live stream, little bonus stream, hour and a half. Nothing spectacular, but a little bonus stream. Also got movie night this Tuesday after my stream. Not sure what we're gonna watch. Not sure what we're gonna watch. Lil Jeep, cheers man, cheers. I was watching The Walking Dead final season gameplay the other day. Hard stuff, man. Got great content. I'm gonna go to sleep because I got to work tomorrow, but it's always good to see what you're up to. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a great episode, 100%. I'm really happy how it all turned out. What are you hoping to see in the level up 20 rework? I don't know. I just hope that those rewards from the milestones at least scale properly, because it doesn't look like the numbers sort of fit at the moment. It'd be good if raid and level up had the same reward structure as well, so they work together. I think we had a couple of raid events where they were dropping like the headlights sort of stuff. They only did like 1 or 2 though, so it'll be good. 10k difference, guys. 10k. Let's see if any other people voted on this poll. Hit refresh. Looks like the majority of people have voted for FKR to come second or third, sorry. These two. Endgame so dominant. Yeah, they did pretty well. They've done pretty well. Abusement Park, obviously. Top dogs. So will you be aiming for rewards now that the collection items aren't rank based? I mean, I did get some rewards during this, but I mean, it depends. It depends. If you have to get 10 million 3 times during the event, then I probably won't get that, if I'm honest. I just hope there's a better low-level hand-in, even if it's like 5-star tokens. Otherwise, again, it doesn't matter how the structure is in terms of getting the rewards if their structure in terms of redeeming them is still bad. The redeem structure was bad before. So yeah. Like the stream, folks. It's free indeed. Thank you very much if you have hit that like button. It is very early for me. It's like 5 AM. I just wake up. I know some people were interested in this. Otherwise, again, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's my voice. Is it mute? I just wanted to see how many likes we got. 28. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Thank you very much. Not bad. Cannot complain. But yeah, Moon, I got a couple of the absolute defense axes, which is okay, I guess. I think the axes got a bit more longevity, but at the same time, the more and more disarms that come out, the more and more useless those sort of weapons are going to be. I already knew Abusement Park was dominant. They have so many S10 players, but I didn't know Endgame could hang. I think it's basically Notorious, and they're a top faction as well. Yeah, definitely a top 2 team for sure. I mean, the next World Champions, things could be switched up. You might see recruiting going on. You know, one of these factions down here could have a really good couple of players, and they could get pinched by some of the top factions. And this is, as much as this is competition, it's also like good idea of how strong each other are, and you can get vision on these guys to see how good they are. Is it strictly business? I saw that there was a faction called something business down here. State of business. exactly the same name. We had one of surprise best guys this weekend. Well, these guys, they came 8th. I'm wondering if I should take frontline up next qualification. What is it worth the abuse? It's up to you, man. Up to you. I mean, they did come quite low, but the rewards are decent. You get like some prestigious like badges and stuff. If one of these guys offered me to join, I potentially would, even if I'm nowhere near their standard. Just to get a badge if I could. Hitting 50k would be pretty hard though. Okay, state of business is the leftovers. Okay, makes sense. What's up, Bust? How you doing? What's your team rate grade in both your regions? I think it's S9 plus. I haven't really worked on it recently. I figure I could get to S9 plus plus, but I don't think I can get to S10. I'd have to craft some specific weapons and go for, like, I think I'll try and mess around with some stat weapons, and then the next mod reattachment day I'll try and go for like a, I think I've got 3 or 4 Generation 2 characters now. I've got Douglas, Eric, Michelle. I don't have a lead bonus for them though. That's the big difference. Who else do I have? Do I have anyone else who's Generation 2? I mean, soon enough I could have Lee. I could have Maggie, Herschel. So once I've got those characters, then yeah, I could probably hit S10. Yeah, it's worth the abuse. This is essentially our Super Bowl in this game. True enough. Now, there are no doubt going to be people being like, "Ah, you came last." When these low factions go back to their regions, they go, "Ah, you came last. You got wrecked." It's like, yeah, they're getting wrecked by like the best in the game. And if you consider how amazing these guys are going to be in terms of the kind of teams they've got, the kind of power they've got, I think it just shows the difference in strength across the board. It's pretty good. You just died. What's up? I have Hunter and Beta. Nice. Nice. I wonder if they're ever going to release another Hunter character. He's a pretty cool character. I'm not sure if he's a comic character or what. Man, this is such a tight battle. And there's only 30 minutes left, so they can only really match maybe once, maybe twice more if they get a really quick war in. You should do your stat weapons for S10 team in between. Yeah, I mean, that's what in between streams I've been doing like basic 5% upgrades and stuff. But right now I'm doing specials between stream as well, just going for the percentage weapons, because the 8% weapons, I need so many of them. I'm just, and the likeliness of even getting them is so low that I'm doing it between streams. Like I did 4 of them yesterday and all of them didn't crit. I was just like, nah, I'm not even going to give you a crit, mate. Not one crit. And I was just like, this guy, oh. I'm in New York. War of Champions haven't been released here. Where are you? War of Champions, this is an ending. It's a special region. I'll show it to you. You might be able to see it. I'm not sure. You might not be able to see it. This one here. War of Champions Elite region. All Out War ending soon. No time for a new war. Okay, so you can't queue anymore. So these scores are pretty much it. Let's see if they're matched. FKR and Phalanx, if they're matched, that'd be so sick. Like with each other. I want to see the top guy on Abusement Park attack team. The attack teams probably aren't that insane. It's just gonna be like Alice teams and stuff. It's the defense teams that are gonna be interesting. So I'll just show you the scores of these guys. It doesn't look like it's over. I think we had another guy who had over 1 million. We'll keep an eye on this though. Oh, look at the score, guys. 11.85, 11.85. Who's gonna take this? Who is gonna take this? Hunter is original to RTS. Okay, but I mean, they could make another character. I mean, there's what? There's 2 Romanovs, 3 Romanovs. He's unique. Did you know Ivanova is Romanov's girlfriend? I learned that the other day. I was on the Wikipedia and it's like, yeah, Ivanova is Romanov's girlfriend. I was like, oh, okay. Top guy in AP is Vendetta. Or Vendetta. Julia, his team is Alice, Lee, Diego, Dale, Double Alpha. Yeah, makes sense. Sly got 1.5 mil. Yeah, we saw some massive score lines there. Ooh, FK, I just opened it up a little bit. One I've seen is Alice, Dale, Harper, Wayland, Decap, Sandy. Yeah, Alice and Harper are a nice combo. Even if she doesn't get leader bonus. Just Harper's just so strong. I want to test some of these defenses myself. Well, I think you're gonna get an opportunity soon enough. You're gonna get an opportunity. Oh, boys and girls, they're both warring still. I really hope they've matched each other. I ran Alice, Alpha, Magna, Brucedale this weekend. I ran Michelle, Jeremiah, Wayland, Sandy, GT Rick all weekend. I ran the same team all weekend. I had Michelle leads, Bruce, Disarm, Lydia for anti-stun and revives, Decap, Sandy and Kate. It's really nice. Don't think I even lost one attack. The only attack that I lost was I was just tired and I had 2 more energy to spend, and I was like, I could win this. You know, you get those ones where like, you know you're going to win because that team can't kill you, but it would take you maybe like another 10 attacks and you just can't be bothered. So I just fled. I just like, can't bother with this. Surprisingly enough, I think it was a Lydia team. I must have just messed up my attack order. It was really tanky though. Just taking it against everything and winning the 4. Yeah, pretty much. I won the majority of mine in the first 3 to 5 turns. A good feature to the game would be to test your own... No, yeah, I 100% agree. They've done that in Walker Hordes. So the potential is that it comes into raid, you never know, you know? A good feature... Oh yeah, sorry, I just read that. But it said your own defense, just like how we got to test out. Yeah. You literally just said it yourself. Yeah, we got that in Walker Hordes. So there is potential that it comes along, you never know. What region are you right now? This is the region War of Champions. The limited time region for the war event. Oops, I'm late. I accidentally fell asleep. It's all good, Adam Carpenter. It's all good. 5 AM dedication. I know, man. I know. I set my alarm. I was originally going to get up to start my stream at 3 AM. And then I was like, okay, we'll start at 4 AM. I'm glad I got that extra hour, if I'm honest. But I'm going to be going straight to bed after this. I'll get like another 3 or 4 hours at least. I might actually just sleep in, you know. It's been a long weekend. I've hit like 3 or 4. I think it was 3 War of Champions streams. I did a couple of videos. Been working on some other stuff. Been doing some house errands. Need to get that decent night's sleep. Your faction finished 2nd. Nice, congrats. Good luck on your pull. If you guys can record your pulls, if you're comfortable with recording pulls, I am doing a compilation video of all the best pulls. Not just the best pulls, just all the pulls that are submitted, basically. At the moment, not in that position to turn people away. So you record your pulls and submit them. The link is on the Discord. You join my Discord. Link is in the description here. I will grab that link for you to make it nice and easy. But basically, you just submit your pulls and that's it. I think the video would come out in like 2 or 3 weeks, right at the end of the War Token wheel, just to allow everybody to submit their pulls. So I just put that in chat. What's up, Eamon? How's it going, man? I'll play IC, or early. It's definitely early. I didn't stay up all night. I did get a sleep in. I set my alarm. This is how good it was. I set my alarm for like 3:30 to give myself half an hour to get up and get ready. And I woke up and I was looking at my alarm in bed and I was like, I could change this. I changed this to 20 minutes for another 20 minutes. So I got another 20-minute nap, literally, like another 20 minutes sleep. And I woke up 10 minutes before to start my stream. And even then I was like, I could get like 3 or 4 more minutes. Oh god, I was tired. Oh my god, it's so close between these two. I really hope they're matched. I really hope they're matched. That'd be so good. Let me just check the other. I'm going to check everything else. Okay, Abusement Park confirmed 1st place. They didn't get as many wars in than I expected at the end, but they didn't have to, so they're probably quite chill on it. 13.5 million. They might be in the war as well, so you never know. End game 2nd place guaranteed. Oh, Phalanx just jumped up into 3rd. The battle is on. The battle is on. This is it. This is that battle for 3rd place. The podium. You want to be on that podium if you can get there. A full million behind, plus change, is TTT. We keep going down. Let's see what the top 10 was. Outcast did hold on to 10th place. Victory in the end was like 200k behind. Let's see any of the other key positions. Top 20. How does top 20 look? Dark Nordics held on. Public Enemy weren't close. We'll look at the top 30 now. Scrolling down. And the Revolution held off Frontline Assembly. And Hardly, sorry, not Hardly, Misfits did win a couple of wars, which is great to see. It does look like a massive mismatch, but you know, the difference is minor. Oh, guys, we're gonna keep a track on this one. Oh no, seconds are 4 million ahead. Second safe. First is safe, second safe. It's third and fourth. That's the battle. I bet you'd be tired, man, but gotta steal all that sleep you can. Yeah, 100%. Donny, Lydia, Red, Beta, Mercer, Jesus gave me nightmares. I have come up against Mercer a couple of times. He can be a little bit frustrating. I don't have defense down on my team. That would make quite a big difference, to be honest. What's up, Roman? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Roman Reigns Empire. Been watching what's happening while I wore this weekend. Been good to watch the scores. Yeah, I think in the future they might add something, maybe to like have a live score, like on a website or something. They did have this in previous. I mean, some of you guys might not be old school enough, but do you remember the original cross-region war that they implemented, where it wasn't like, it was like everyone was warring in their own war, and then there was that your score was projected onto a website, and everyone's score was combined or compared to each other, and then there was a second leaderboard, and the second leaderboard got you like characters and 5-star tokens and stuff. I think if you came first, and maybe even coins at one point, can't remember. Is your faction in WOC? No, I'm in here on basically a coverage account, like coverage, pure coverage. The best team I played is Lydia, Jesus, Marlon, and Eris. I do like the double Jesus teams in terms of shields. Both of them having AP on defense or something like that. That main damage is gruesome. Global chat is saying FKR is going against AP right now to finish the event, so it doesn't look like FKR versus Phalanx. Oh, that's a shame. I don't think that Abusement Park is going to give that up, but they could be. They could be friends with some of those guys. I mean, I don't think they're that kind of faction, but I don't think they're going to coin or anything. So yeah. I do. That was really cool when they did that. They played for the Red Andrew with Indomitable. Yeah, and I think there was a Shiva one at one point as well. Armored Shiva, if I remember right. I was like, wow, Armored Shiva looks so cool. Let's see what Global's chat's saying. Just lots of GGs basically, which is really awesome to see. That's nice to see. Who's Phalanx playing, I wonder? Yeah, that's the question. This being the first war with Michelle, it's been really awesome using her. How have you been finding it? Really nice. I'm going to be honest, I feel like I've got an actual attack team right now compared to how I've had no attack teams in the past, pretty much. It's been a struggle. I can't even imagine I can't remember what it was like before having Michelle. Like, I can't remember. I mean, I still did go to my Andrea Tyrese team against some Erica teams just because I can really get through that team pretty quickly with Tyrese. But I generally used my Michelle team against everybody, which was nice. My faction has secured 3rd in region war. Congrats. Congrats. Are you S10? No, I'm S9 plus. But I haven't really tried to get S10. I really should, because I think there is a possibility. I definitely will be once those current future ascendables get released, because I've got 3 of them, so on both my regions, so should be good. So it looks like Phalanx might be holding on to that 3rd slot. It could go all the way though. There's still 16 minutes to go. We could see some coining coming in. We could see some slow repairs coming in. I know how you feel, man. It was real rough before her. Now I breeze through attacks. Yeah, it's nice. There is obvious lacking parts of my attack teams. Like, one of my regions has disarm, the other one doesn't. There's a big difference. Like, it's so noticeable. What did you do to Michelle's weapon? I know she comes with heavy bleed, right? I went with 40% attack and QJP on attack just so I could get her raid ready really quickly. But in my other region, I am trying to get an 8% weapon. It's just so hard. You know, I could try. I think I've tried a good, at least 7 or 8 upgrades so far, and I haven't had anything, obviously. I did upgrade it to have a huge bonus just for this weekend, and then I'm going to reset it basically to try again. Because I think she's got the potential to have a really nice 8% weapon team. And I think you only need 2 to get a rough bonus, and then you need 4 to get a better bonus. Like, you can get a bonus on lower AP characters, like 45 AR characters, or 56 or 66 with 2, based on it getting attacks and stuff like that. And with this Maggie coming up, it could be really nice. You could have some potentially really nice teams. But if you check my video, I did do a video on the sort of build that I basically created an assassin build for Michelle, and I really got to test it out this weekend, and it worked so well. I was destroying Eric's. I was hitting him for like 7k, 8k, and he had really high HP and really high defense, so it's awesome. My region is hidden, so no War of Champs. You had to qualify as well, but if your hit region is hidden, you probably wouldn't have been in CRW. In my region, we are playing old regions with all the rep and good weapons, and we are like in 50th. I'm lucky because when I first joined RTS, I got accepted into the best faction in my region, so it's been real easy. But I want to move on to other things soon. I mean, that must have been a long time you've been in that faction. Oh no, oh, you're saying they were already established. That's pretty cool. They are bringing it down to the wire indeed. Looks like Phalanx is moving ahead though. They might be securing that 3rd slot. I put absolute defense on my Michelle, which is actually surprisingly been working real well. Even though she doesn't damage as much, she can survive so much. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not sure about what were the other upgrades. He goes for 35% attack and huge bonus on attack. The bleed actually is pretty nice, I'm going to be honest, on her weapon. It's being pretty nice ticks. I've combined it with a burn mod on one of my other characters, and the combination is really nice. Who is first? It is Abusement Park. Yeah, pretty much every other slot in the game is confirmed. That's why we're watching this, because it's the only one that's unsure. They're still scoring because they're in a war against FKR. Just about 10 minutes to go. Yeah, that's the other upgrades. I mean, it's not that much difference to what I've got. It's only a 5% difference on the weapon damage, so definitely more survivability. I'm going to be honest, I haven't noticed her getting hurt that much because I've got a defense mod. Sandy on my team, on the other hand, I've noticed some teams are running like decaps on their defense, blue decaps, and unless I kill them first turn, I came up against a team that had decap Julie, Regina, and Tyrese. My Sandy just like was like looking at those three, just like, am I a joke to you? She got wrecked and obviously decapped because of it. Charlie is a very good tune, I think. I ran Michelle, Romanov, Sandy, Charlie, Laurie. It is a glass cannon but fast. Nice. If it's working, it's working, you know. Do you think Maggie and Herschel will drop later when level up gets revamped? Maybe. Potentially. Abusement is first every time. We have a very strong faction for sure. Absolute Defense allows me to run full attack mods on her with less risk of her getting destroyed turn 1, which is why I think it's made a difference. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So you sacrifice 5% damage on her weapon, but you'll gain crit. I guess you've gone for crit in the secondary stat mod. I use Michelle with Martinez, and Charlie and Bleed is crazy. Oh, without a doubt. Martinez, nice. How are you finding Martinez? Is he good? Oh, I know exactly which team you versed, dude. I went up against that team. Is that team? 3 decaps, it definitely killed my... Yeah, my Sandy. Somehow did actually last 1 turn once, but she didn't last 2. You need Guardian Shields. I don't like Regina, if I'm honest. I think she's currently bugged as well, which is kind of frustrating, but... Not her in particular, but it's the main damage. I have a Guardian Shield on one of my attack teams, so I was testing it out with the Guardian Shield. And I had 4 players Guardian Shielded, and Regina rushed, and she killed 2 people through Guardian Shield because for some reason main damage just can bypass Guardian Shield. I was just like, well then. Even though it did hit someone who didn't have, or did have more than 1600 HP, so it didn't kill them, but it did remove the Guardian Shield. So it removed the Guardian Shield and did the damage. I was just like, My brother runs Michelle and Donnie, and they are beast. Well, in the same team. Well, that's actually a potential. Donnie behind Michelle. I haven't really thought of that. I think the only reason I didn't think of that is because he doesn't add much with his active, I don't think. And he is purely damage. Or a leader. Needed 1.3k for 100k. RNG didn't give me the cans for last war. Man, I had the same issue. I did hit 100k though, but I had the same issue. I wasn't getting cans dropping. I went 3 wars on natural and hitting towers a couple of times to not getting any cans. It's crazy. Martinez is okay, not the best. Still, he's a Premier character. It'll be a bit of fun. I thought it was AP FKR. That's what somebody said. That's what somebody said. But it might not be. God, it's close. Look at that. That must be a bug. I thought maybe couldn't go through going in 2 shields. Yeah, I thought the same. Yeah, I thought the same. I have got a video of it. I put on my other channel. I've got a second channel just for like random videos where I put bugs and stuff. So I can give it to the developers to if they want to fix stuff. I'll find the link now actually. And I'll put in, let me see. Where have I put this? Guardian 2 shields aren't blocking rushes. There we go. Oh wait. Let me just check something. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'll put it in my Discord. People want to check it out. It's just a bug. Oh, Phalanx just ticked 10k. It seems bleed disables shields. It seems a bit random. You're pulling for Phalanx. It looks like they could have it. What is my other channel? It's literally just a random channel. I upload videos from loads of different games there, but I have them all unlisted, so you can't see what that I've uploaded stuff. Oh, they just jumped into 3rd. It's going back and forth. AP going to let FKR get 3rd. Well, FKR are probably going ham on it, and Abusement Park probably don't care, you know? It would be a bit lame, but at this stage, you're not going to coin to not let someone win. You've got first. You don't care, to be honest. It looks like FKR may take this. 2 minutes left. Unless the war ends, unless Phalanx like wins their war, they'll jump. They'll get a jump. Tuscaloosa has a hard region even. Do I see none of their factions? I don't know what you mean. I'll do a quick scroll in the last minute so you can see the full rundown of the list. But we're concentrating on 3rd and 4th place at the moment, but it looks like it's it. It might be over. Doesn't look like any more points are being scored. The RDTY, hello, hello. I haven't seen their wins jump yet, so they could still be in a war. Okay, we're going to scroll down, guys, and then I'll come back for the last like 15 seconds. So, Abusement Park, Endgame, right now FKR, then Phalanx, TTT, We Are One, Surprise Motherfuckers, We Teach Fear, French Survivors, Outcasts, Victory, Walkers, Dead Reckoning, Days After Rodeo, Apocalypse, This Is Sparta, Biohazard, State of Business, Omega, Dark Nordics, Public Enemy, Immortal Elites, Wrath, Get Good Inc., Viking, Phoenix, Don't Cry Be Crazy, PCOCP, DS Brothers, The Revolution, Frontline Assembly, Z Legion or Z Legion, Hard Elite, and then Misfits. That's every single faction, but I'm not sure. Oh, they jumped. FKR have got it. FKR have got it. They've got it. FKR are the victorious in terms of coming third place. Unless Phalanx would have to like win in the last couple of seconds. It is going to be FKR to close it out, I think. There we go. Done. All done, guys. All done. I don't think this is going to be... There we go. I'll give it the GG. GG well played. GG well played. There we go. GG well played. And it is indeed. Everyone's giving it all the GGs, which is great. I don't know why people are calling it COW though. Champions of War. Nail biting, it was nail biting to the end. There was always going to be that one or two placements that like with that nail biting finish. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's the end of War of Champions. I might do a roundup video tomorrow of it. I did 3 streams. If you want to go back and check the progress on those streams. There was an end of day 1. TTT were in 3rd place at the end of day 1. It looked pretty good for them, but then Phalanx match ended before FKR's. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. When you're in that like last 10 minutes, you have to try and gauge whether you can get that jump. And it's whether the other faction repair and stuff, you know, there's not much you can do if they don't want to repair. I'm going to switch to my other regions. Someone did ask about my team that I was using for my attack team, so I can just show you. It was pretty nice. No complaints. This was the attack team I used most of the time. Like pretty much the whole... What have I just done? Okay. I was like, that's insane. Something was on my screen. There we go. I used that. I was winning by like turn 3 to 4 most of the time. The only problem is Sandy is a little bit too fragile because I made her very attacking. I could revive her with Lydia, but if I came up against a decap blue, she was in trouble. She was in a lot of trouble. She was in a lot of trouble, guys. Rewards. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Has my faction got territories? Oh, we do. We do. We do. We do. I'm gonna start crafting these weapons. I'm opening them on Tuesday. That's beautiful. Let me just get some materials. Just unlucky. Yeah, it's the way it goes. Sometimes it can come down to that last matchup. Thanks for the commentary, Look. No worries. No worries. Happy to bring you some coverage of the World Champions. It was good. It was good to watch. Okay. Let's go for some weapons. Those will be available for my next stream on Tuesday. I'll switch to the other region and see if I've got faction. My faction has the regions there. FK, I had AP at the end and gave them everything. Phalanx had EG. See, wouldn't it have been amazing if they matched each other? That would have been the matchup, you know? That would have been so good. It's a shame. It's a shame they actually didn't, you know? That's the way it goes, but it would have been awesome if they matched each other. Because then it would have been like 100% that deserving situation. I'm using these because I want to go to bed. How do we get a 4-star? I don't know, I just want to spend my energy. Okay, it doesn't look like my faction's got the regions. That's a no. What time do I have to start the cross by? 12 o'clock midday. If I wake up in time. If I wake up in time. Yeah, it would have been fun. Yeah, that would have been fun. No doubt. Like, all of it to come down to that one war would have been insane. Can you help me with a tech team? If you want to join my my Discord, like GBZ said, there is a team building section. I'm not going to be able to help though for a little while just because I'm going to bed. But someone else could help you, or I could help you when I wake up. Just make sure you read the pinned message on how to present your teams in there, and someone can help you out. But that's it, guys. That's it. That's it for my stream. I enjoyed it. It was a nice triple. Hopefully we get this again soon. Well, not too soon, but not too far away. You know, that like we want that Goldilocks situation. We want it to be like perfectly timed. I think like 3 or 4 times a year would be pretty good for War of Champions. Something to look forward to, but not too often that it becomes just that samey thing over and over again, you know? And then you're going to have factions trying to build up those power factions for the, you know, to maybe challenge. Things might change. We'll see how it goes in the future, guys. But that is the end of my stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you on Tuesday for another live stream, which is going to start at 7 PM my time, which is 2 PM EST, 8 PM European time. I will schedule it on my channel probably when I wake up. So, and I'll link it in my Discord as well. But yeah, that's the end of my video, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good day. Hope you had a good war. Have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you guys. And as always, guys, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.